Hey guys, welcome back to the pod. Does Coach Chauncey Billups deserve another year in Portland? Another terrible year, another tank season. Does he deserve one more chance? Colton, what do you think?
I bet you thought I was frozen, huh? No, I'm just sitting here stewing on the fact that I'm going to have to watch another season of Chauncey Ball. I'm not ready for it. I'm not prepared for it. I don't know anybody could be prepared for it because I'm not really seeing a coherent offense. I'm not really seeing that great of a defense out there. And I don't think it's going to improve that much next season. I think the reality is we're stuck with Chauncey for another season. And going in, I was very excited for him. And, he's Dame's buddy, Dame's choice. Well, here we sit now. And from game to game, you never know who's going to start. You never know who's going to play. Part of that's because of injuries. But we're sitting here in a development season. And what do I see? Scoot plays 20 minutes a game. Malcolm Brogdon plays 38 minutes a game. And then we got Jeremy Grant, and I know the vets have to play, but I just go on down the line of what does Chauncey bring? I know he brings a culture with the guys, but I'm not asking for the guys to be friends with him. I'm asking for him to come in there, bring the team together, and see a cohesive vision, which I'm not seeing in the slightest. What's the offense? What's the scheme? What's the strategy? What's the build? What's the motivation? What's
The Chauncey zone, Colton. Come on,
what do
that's
I see when there's a bad call from the officials? Just nonchalant, never gets in the ref's ear. I've seen it like one time where he stands up for his players and gets a technical when the ref is not watching the game.
and in that he got ejected from the game and almost cost him because of the free throws.
100%. If you're not going to be an X's and O's guy, bring the energy, bring the heat, bring the fire. I mean,
It does it
he's a
does sort of
buddy.
seem like he was brought in as, for a totally different project, trying to get Dame over the hump, which was just never going to happen. And I've been a little bit of a defender of him all year. I think it's he's just in a bad position. There was no way he was going to win, and he's in a little bit of a bad position. But I think that I'm starting to come around to the point that I think that a change of scenery, a fresh face in that position might be best for everyone involved.
You guys want to hear a funny story? I went to the game where Damian Lillard played his return game in Portland. There was such a long ovation for Dame when the lineups were announced, and the
I know where
players.
this is going.
Chauncey Billups got the loudest boos I've heard since Raymond Felton made his return. The crowd was not having it. Chauncey looked up like, "Who? Me?" The same look he gives to the refs when we get a bad call against us. What? I'm just saying, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from him. I'm not liking. There's got to be something he hangs his hat on. To me, there is no identity. There's nothing to hang
Tanking.
your hat on.
He's the
Tanking,
ultimate
he is a
tank
tank
commander.
commander for sure. But I think myself and every other Blazer fan, after we add maybe two more first rounders this offseason, we want to see some progress being made in the other direction. And I don't know if it's going to happen with this guy as the commander in chief of the squad. So
Of the
and I
tank
hope
squad.
the commander in chief of the Blazers organization, the ownership group, Jody, sees that, or are we just going to be a dead in the water
Or
coach
she sells
spot
the team.
until she sells the team? That's what I think is going to happen. I think Chauncey's going to play his whole 5 years, coach his whole 5 years, and you know if that's what happens, so be it. We'll just have a lot more lottery picks to add to the collection, like Thanos with Infinity Stones at this point.
I think you said it, Colton, and it's something that I said, I believe 6 months ago, maybe even a year ago, because I've never been a big Chauncey fan. If you're not going to be good at X's and O's, you got to be good at something. And what is it? What is it that he's bringing? Because we're not seeing it. He wasn't able to keep the team together or build around Dame. I mean, not that it's his job to bring guys in, but still, that was a quick failure on the part of many people. And since then, it's just been disappointment after disappointment. To me, he doesn't look like he's ready to build a team that's going to compete. It doesn't even really seem like he's that excited about being there. I like you said, the one time we saw some emotion out of him, he cost us a game. So yeah, it's time to move on. Maybe he'll find
I
better
bet
success
you
somewhere
I
else,
bet
but
you
not
he
here.
would be a lot better in a situation on a competitive team, like a
Yep.
team with veteran guys that he could relate to more, that maybe can play his system a little bit better. He obviously had some success on a veteran team as an assistant, but yeah, a lot to be proven if he can be the head guy. I mean, they credit that defense, and they got to the Western Conference
It was
Finals. It
one
was on the court.
season with a stacked team.
One season gets you a lot in the NBA. I mean, that gets you a lot of cred, especially
You're a,
a playoff run like that.
you're an assistant coach on one team with two of the best perimeter defenders in the league. I mean, that lineup is stacked. I don't buy that Chauncey was the grandmaster
But
architect
they were
behind their
that
success.
team was decimated by injuries, and they continued to play great defense throughout the finals, throughout the playoffs. But yeah, I don't know if Portland was a great situation for him. It might have been a little bit better with Dame on the team, and that trying to build something that way, but that was never gonna work anyway. So. Yeah, it's probably time. It would just be refreshing to get a new face, I think. I think all Blazers fans are getting a little bit sick of just what we've seen the last couple of years. It's been 3 seasons of very uninspired, unimpressive, and pretty blah, as Riley just motioned with his face there. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Should Chauncey get another season or should he get the axe? I think you know Colton's opinion. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.